Hey everyone, it's Aaron here and I just can't wait to get this show on the road today because we've got some really amazing free SEO training plans for incredible results. Now, just for managing to stay on top of SEO for all these years, it goes without saying that John or Chris are now just hugely respected in our industry. And they're not just respected for their cutting edge SEO knowledge, they're also respected for the fact that they're willing to share their knowledge with other people like us here today on this free training call. So today, Chris and John will be sharing every little detail of what works for them, and I'm just super happy to have them here. So let me just hand it over to John Pearce and Chris Cantell.
Thanks, Aaron, very much. Thanks for that introduction. Appreciate it greatly. And welcome, everyone. And welcome to, I hate it when marketers say, oh, I'm all excited about this, that, and the other. But actually, I genuinely am a bit excited about this because we have not done this before. Have we, Chris? Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear you, John. Yes, no, this is fresh. This is the very first one.
Yeah. And actually...
Okay, so fingers crossed. But yep. I know it's going to be some amazing stuff. So I genuinely am excited and can't wait to hear it.
Well, thanks, Aaron. Thanks very much. And yeah, tell you what, guys, we've been in a frantic rush getting this together. So this is not going to be polished. I can tell you that much, but it is going to be packed with information. So first off, let me know if you can see the screen that says Turnkey SEO at the top. Give me a quick Y in the chat box if you can see that screen. Yeah, that's coming through. Excellent. And welcome, everybody. Thank you very much. So yeah, I was taught, I mean, I'll get right into it because I don't like to spend too long with the preamble because I know you guys' time is limited, just as ours is, and we want to be giving the content and getting on with it. But, you know, I was taught when I learned, I did a couple of public speaking courses, and they all said never start with an apology, never start a presentation with an apology. But I'm going to start one with an apology because, like I just said, this is going to be, this is not going to be polished, but it is going to be packed with information, and hopefully that's the way you like it. You're going to see the rough edges on Chris and I. We're not the world's greatest marketers for sure. We're much more about SEO and business than we are about marketing, but we do have some good stuff and people seem to appreciate hearing it. So what we're covering tonight is our latest and brand new system, if I can call it a system, that is Turnkey SEO. And Turnkey SEO is something that we have literally been putting together for about 3 years since we conceived of the idea of automating every step of the process, of giving people a blueprint so that all the complexity and the intense hard work is taken away by tools and applications that we've designed and had built. And let me tell you, one of them we're going to show you today has taken literally 16, 17 months to build. We've had 3 coders that we hired give up on it because it was too hard for them before finally we've got it together. And you know, this stuff is not easy to automate, but that's what we've been able to do. Complexity and intense hard work of modern Google safe ranking made simple through automation. So if that's of interest to you guys, if you like the idea of making your hard work simple with automation, let me know with a quick Y in the chat box. Aaron, were you going to say something there? Go ahead if you do.
No, I'm just listening to all the
just
good
hanging
stuff.
out. Okay. All right. Excellent. Excellent. So let's move on with it and get right into it. So this is the hard made into easy through carefully designed bespoke tools and applications. And how do we do this? How do we make it easy? We make it easy by breaking the SEO process down into its step-by-step parts. Each part of that process we then took, we analyzed it, we turned it into a procedure. I don't know if proceduralize is a word, but we made it into a procedure so that you don't have to know what to do. Our customers and our subscribers don't have to know what to do because we've analyzed and turned it into a procedure that we then automate as much as we can with bespoke software that we've designed and had built exactly to do exactly what we want, so that all you have to do is connect the dots. Intelligence not required, it says there, and I know you guys have plenty of that, but you don't even need it. A 12-year-old could connect the dots in our turnkey system. So, like a car engine, I mean, there's not many of guys on this call, I don't suppose, who know how to design and build a car engine, but we can all drive a car because you get in and you turn the key. So all the complexity is underneath the hood, underneath the bonnet, as we say in England. All the complexity is underneath the hood. You just get in and turn the key. You're running something, an engine that is extremely complex, but for you, it's simple to operate with a turn of the key. And that's what we've done with SEO. Now, let's face it, the only reason most people don't do SEO, or the only reason marketers don't do SEO, is because either they don't know how to, and it's true that Google has most SEOs beaten. Google, I mean, whereas 5-6 years ago, anyone could do SEO and lots of people were doing it, just about everybody has given up on SEO because Google beat them. But not everyone. And Chris and I are not beaten by Google. We are regularly beating Google, and I'll show you that in a moment. But even if people know how to do SEO, those few others in the industry who know how to do it, it's very hard work. There's a lot of effort in ranking a site, and people say, well, it's just not worth the effort. I mean, I'd love to be at the top of Google. I'd love that Google traffic, but it's not worth the effort because the time and expense of ranking at the top of Google is too hard. And that's why most people don't do SEO. Everyone wants to do it. Everyone would love to have Google traffic. Why? Because Google traffic is the most targeted, precious traffic you can have. Why is that? Well, you think about an advert on Facebook or any of the other media out there. You know, you're trying to catch someone's eye and hope that they're interested in what you're advertising. With Google traffic, you're talking about someone who has gone to their PC or tablet or phone in order to find something from Google, in order to find some information or a product. They have gone there. They are on a hunt to find something, and through search engine optimization, you can put your website right in front of the eyeballs of someone who is looking for what you have to offer them. Or your Amazon page right in front of the eyeballs of someone who is looking for what you're selling on Amazon or Shopify or your YouTube video. That is why Google traffic is so powerful, because you are putting your video, web page or Amazon page in front of someone who is actively taking their time to look for what you have to offer them. Guys, if I explain that right, does that make sense? Do you understand how powerful that is compared to advertising traffic? If you do, give me a Y in the chat box. If you're confused, if I haven't explained that, give me an N. I don't want to leave you guys behind. Totally, says Kevin. Yes, yes, yes. Come in. Okay, excellent. Anyone not follow that? Anyone not realize the value of Google traffic? Give me an N if you don't. Okay, looks like everyone's with me, which is excellent. The trouble is that SEO, apart from what I just said, it's hard work and most people don't know how to do it. It's also got a bit of a bad name. There's stacks of misinformation out there on the internet. There's loads of crappy software that promises unattainable things. You know, install this plugin and see your site rank at the top of Google. It's just not true, guys. It's not true, and it's given SEO a bad name. And a lot of people peddling out-of-date information because Google is changing all the time. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is, as I mentioned a moment ago, turnkey SEO. And that's what we're going to get into. It's the complexity, as I mentioned, and intensity, the intense hard work of modern Google safe ranking made simple with automation, the hard made easy. So this is the deal I'm going to offer you right now for the rest of this, this coaching course, is that I'm going to cover our entire turnkey system. I'm not going to leave anything out. I'm going to give you our entire, it's a 3-step ranking strategy, just 3 steps that we've broken it down to, and I'm going to leave nothing out. Proceduralized, fail-proof system to rank any web page, video, or Amazon page. Sorry about the typo there. I told you it was a bit rough. And we've got some free PDFs to give you some guides, because some of the details that I've not got time to go into, I'm going to give you a PDF that'll show you just some of the mechanical details that you have to go through, a PDF that you can give to an outsourcer of him to do for you. Simple stuff, and I'll cover that in a minute, and we'll give those to you at the end of the presentation. And of course, you can do anything I show you manually, but I'm also going to show you the time-saving turnkey tools that we use. And you can choose to do it manually, or you can choose to use it using our tools. But I've got to go fast. I've got to go top level, because we've only got a short time to go through this with you. So that's what I want to say to you. That's my deal to you is I've got to go fast and top level, but I won't leave any step out. So if you're happy with that, if you're happy to listen hard, because I'm going to be going quick, then give me a Y in the chat box and let me know that you're happy with that, or I can go slowly and just cover a bit of it. But the deal I want to offer you, and let me know if you're happy with this, is I'm going to go fast, I'm going to go top level, but I'm going to cover every part of our system. Let me know if you're happy with that, the quick Y in the chat box, or give me a slow in the chat box if you want me to go nice and slow. Everyone seems to be saying fast. Okay, Kevin's giving me a smiley face and move forward. Fast and furious, says John. All right. So that's the deal then. Let's get into it. Now, Quick look at what this can achieve, what our system and our approach can achieve. Why? Because if we can't show you that we can do it, you should get off this call right now, because you don't want to be listening to people that can't prove to you they know what they're talking about. I'm not going to take a lot of time. I'm not doing this to brag. I just want to give you the confidence that we know what we're doing and that you can listen to us. I'm going to show you some Google Analytics. I'm going to show you some live demos, videos, and Amazon pages. I don't know what that little typo is there. Let me head over then to my analytics account right here, one of them. This is actually a customer account that a customer we had from way back. We don't really take on customers now, but this is his site, and I'm going to go to acquisition. If you can see, this is a live Google Analytics account up there in the URL. I'm going to click on acquisition, and I'm going to click on overview. You can just give me a quick Y if you can see my mouse hovering over acquisition overview there. Okay, excellent. Just want to make sure you can see that. So I'm going to click on overview. And there we have it. So this is maybe a screenshot you've seen already, but this shows we're getting, and this is over a 1 week period. I can extend this to a month. So this is November 8th and November 14th. It goes up to the day before the live data. Over a 1 week period, 10,482 organic search results. This is, guys, you can't fake this. I could show you Google Analytics with 60,000 people a month. On an analytics account, you know, which I could just got through cheap advertising or something. But what I can't do is fake this. This is search engine traffic, guys. This is 10,000 visitors in a week, 40,000 plus in a month. Search engine visitors, people who are actively looking for what this site has to offer, that this site was put right in front of them, and they said, that's what I want. And they went there. And guys, this is a 7-figure per year revenue business. That's what Google traffic can do for you. But let me just move on. And I can't show you this site because it's a customers, but I'm free to show you the analytics. I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to bring up. So I'm going to bring up a new Chrome page here. And I've got a little add-in here that is a proxy from the USA, so I can search on google.com, which I'm going to type into now so you can see that I'm on .com, because I'm actually talking to you from the UK, as you might be able to tell from my crazy accent. So that would normally default to google.co.uk over here, but here's .com. Let me just show you a couple of the things, if I can bring up my cheat sheet, that we're ranking for. Which is right here. So one of the sites we've been working on recently is a cellulite site. Now cellulite, weight loss, super competitive, and ultrasonic cavitation to get rid of cellulite is...
It's right at the top in the big box.
Right at the top. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right rank. Thank you, Chris. Telling me that. I was going to think, where is it? That would have been an embarrassing moment. So we are, nocelluliteguy.com, that's ours. And what is it, Chris? We sold, there's an affiliate link on this page, $500 product, and we sold 2 of them in the last week.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many days. It's in the last few days, yes.
In the last few days, and there's an Amazon link down the bottom here. There we go. So that's our Amazon affiliate link. We sold 2 of these machines at $500 from this site in the last week. We're actually just getting started on this. This is, you know, a fairly long tail keyword. We're looking to obviously rank for much shorter tail keywords. Very, very competitive niche, and really we're only doing this, you know, to prove that we're still doing it. We don't just teach SEO, guys. That there's the people who used to be good at SEO and then stop doing it because they get good at teaching it and they just keep teaching the same stuff. Well, we're still in the game. We have to keep ranking sites to make sure we still got it. We still know what's going on and what works and what doesn't. Let me show you another one. This is one we did for another marketer who runs Amazon businesses, the pressurecookershop.com. I'm going to block the location, and that is ranking #1 in Google for buy just for pressure cooker. Now we talked earlier about what Google traffic is targeted. And what do you think someone who types that into Google is looking to do? They're looking to buy a pressure cooker. And what has this guy got on his site? Pressure cookers to sell. So, you know, it's pretty impressive. DUI attorney Anaheim, we did this as a test just recently. So here we are, google.com, I think. Let's go back to Google. Google.com, and let me put this in because we did DUI lawyer site in Anaheim, and what's going to be really funny about this, when I show you this, is this is our site, American Guinea Hog Association. You think, what? American Guinea Hog Association, what's that got to do with lawyers? Well, that was part of the test. We can rank anything. So here's our completely fake site. And in fact, if you look at the About Us page, you'll see us mentioned down the bottom, the SEO from Chris and John. with this completely ridiculous domain name, American Guinea Hog Association, ranking there at the top of a competitive niche. And we can also do it for not DUI lawyer, how about DUI attorney? Because you don't want to just rank for one keyword, you want to rank for multiple. Guys, I'm taking too long over this because I want to get on with the teaching, but let me just show you one or two more just to show you it's not a complete fluke. There we are, American Guinea Hog Association. We're also working on, this is one of the new sites we're working on, Powerboard Expert, which is all about powerboards and electric skateboards. So if we look at Hoverboard Review 2018, we're right here, just a couple down from the top below a video, and the best hoverboard cart 2018. You know, again, it's not just one keyword, it's multiple keywords that you want to rank for. Where's he gone? Powerboard Expert ranking #1 there, right at the top, even above these image results. This is another of our sites, like the Cellulite one that we're working on right now. Not just sites, but also videos I mentioned. So website, SEO, promotion tools, and you'll see our massive great video, again, super ranking by Chris Cantell there. And even if you go short tail, take out website, you know, we're still ranking #1 with that video right here, just not quite such a big thumbnail. Guys, I can go on. There's a bunch. I've got a load more on this sheet I can show you, but I'm just conscious it's probably time to move on. So look, let me know. You tell me in the chat box, please, if you want. If you're not. Oh, Amazon. Someone's just put in here. Let me show you Amazon. So hang on. I've got some stuff on the PowerPoint here. So this is one that I did for Jason Fladlin and Ben Cummings, and I can do it now because they've taken down the page, but before they took the page down, they've sold this particular brand, Andre Laurent, but I was talking to him way back, best anti-aging face cream by Andre Laurent, and here it is, face cream for wrinkles, ranked #5. We've also done one for, hang on, I've got it, I thought I got it in here. I'm sorry, I got another screenshot that I haven't got in here. For Jay Boyer that we ranked #1 in just a couple of weeks of effort. So yeah, teaching please, says Kevin. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I can go on. I've got a bunch more to show you. I can show you. I will in fact show you a little bit more later with some of our subscribers. But tell me if you want more proof or teach, just write proof or teach in the chat and I'll do whatever you want, because I've got a bunch more I could show you if you like. Teachers coming in. All right, looks like I've got you guys convinced. So let's move on and teach them. And apologies for taking that little bit of time. As I said, I just wanted to give you confidence. And just the last bit I'll show you, Tony, one of our members, is actually, he's well over this now, this later figure, well over 50,000 per month from SEO following our training. So he's one of our subscribers. In fact, when he started, he didn't even know how to do a backlink when he started with us. So our stuff works, guys, and not only that, but our members rank too. All right. Enough of that. Enough bragging. And honestly, I'm not doing it to brag. I'm doing it for confidence. You've got to, you know, there are a lot of sharks in this industry. You've got to assess the people that you're learning from. And you're very lucky to be with Aaron Spinrewriter, what an awesome piece of software that is. And hopefully, from what you've just seen, you can trust us too. We know what we're talking about. All right, so the first step, so there's 3 steps in our process, a simple 3-step process to rank anything at the top of Google. And step 1 is all about your money site. When I talk about your money site, I just mean that as shorthand for the web page or the Amazon page or the YouTube video that you're trying to rank at the top of Google. That's what I mean by your money site or money page. So what about an age domain? In the past, people used to talk about buying an age domain. And yes, if you've got a choice, start with an aged domain, because it's got, if you choose it carefully, if you choose the right age domain, you can choose a domain in the same niche as you that already has a bunch of backlinks. So it's like having a ready-made SEO campaign that's already been done for you. But if you don't have a choice, if you're trying to rank your own brand site or a client site or an Amazon page, that's fine. You can rank anything. But if you've got a choice, start with an age domain. Now, you want to find a good one. Where to find it? You won't be surprised to know there's some very complex, very expensive tools available, which Chris and I subscribe to. But you probably won't want to subscribe to them. So there's sites like expireddomains.net, there are GoDaddy auctions, there are Moonsy. You want to check your domain is good in a range of different ways. You want to check it's good for a number of parameters, mostly that it's not been de-indexed, it's not been dropped, that it has good backlinks, good domain authority, trust flow, and so on and so forth. A domain authority, page authority, number of referring domains, check that it's indexed. Or we do have a tool, which, because we subscribe to all these complex tools, we've generated an output from them that feed into our tool, and we'll talk more about that later if you want. But age domain, if you can use it. A ready-made SEO campaign is the key thing about an age domain. If you buy the right one with backlinks already, a ready-made campaign has already been done for you. So the next step is to get your content right on the page. You've got to get your content right, and we call that we call that on-page optimization, and there are two things in it. There are two steps in it. The first step is the simple one. It's technical. There's a few simple settings you've got to get right on your page. Things like H tags. I don't know whether you know what an H tag is. It doesn't matter. I don't want to teach it now because it's simple stuff. We've got a PDF which we'll give you at the end of the presentation, which sets out exactly how to set up the technical side of your page. And guys, don't do it if you don't know what it means. Give it, literally you could get a guy on Fiverr or Upwork and pay him $10 and he will do that for you, or $5 probably. Give him the PDF, tell him to set these settings and he'll set them if they're not ones you want to do. So trivial stuff, guys. We'll give you a PDF at the end. I don't want to teach it now because it's too much in the noise, in the nose, I should say, in the detail. The important other thing that I do want to teach you though is content relevance. Relevance is the most important ranking factor today in Google. In other words, if one of Google's users, a member of the public, goes into Google and types in, Australian Shepherd, then Google wants to give them results that are all about the Australian Shepherd. It's a dog breed. And how are we going to give Google, how are we going to tell Google that our page is all about the Australian Shepherd? And make it hyper relevant in Google's eyes. We don't want to just tell it it's about the Australian Shepherd. We want Google to know that our page is super, super relevant to any user who types in Australian Shepherd into Google. And we do that using Wikipedia quite simply. And actually in Google's patents, we know this works, we know how this works because Google have a patent on this, and Chris has poured through it and taken his time to pour through it. And Google actually used the example of the Australian Shepherd in their patent. That's why I choose it. It's interesting. And many people think, we don't know for sure, but many people think that Google actually uses Wikipedia as a resource to know what words are uniquely and specifically related to a topic. So if you look at Wikipedia, you can see ranches, West United States, breed of dog, originated from the Basque Country, Border Collies, nickname Aussie or Little Blue Dog. Those are all phrases or words that are uniquely and closely associated with the Australian Shepherd. And so you want to have your page having a good number of these, call them expert words if you like, words that are closely and uniquely related to, in this case, this example, the Australian Shepherd. Guys, that is the single most important ranking factor in Google today. So we're 20 minutes in to the presentation, and actually you could just go now because you've learned probably more than any other SEO is going to teach you this year in that one piece. This is the biggest ranking factor, and I just want to make sure you all followed me. Have I explained that clearly enough? Do you know what to do? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're with me. Give me a no if I've lost you. I don't want to leave you guys behind because this is really, really crucially important stuff. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. Everyone's coming in with a Y or a 1. No one is saying no, so that's encouraging. Whew, take a breath. All right, Chris, am I doing all right so far?
Yeah, you're doing fine, John. Yes. Yes, if you get this bit right, the content bit right, you've won over Google RankBrain.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, the RankBrain is the algorithm that talks about all this stuff. Thanks, Chris. And thanks, Aaron. Yeah, I heard your comment there. Appreciate it very much. Right, let's move on. Let's move on to the last part of on-page, if you like. It's not really on-page. It's sort of on-page, and that's social signals. Now, social signals are something that people think of as really hard. And Chris, I don't know if you can type that link into the chat box so people have it. But use a service. Guys, it's so easy to get social signals to your site. Now, the social signals aren't necessarily going to rank you, but they're part of looking natural. So Google will look at a site, and if a site's getting a bunch of backlinks and not getting any traffic or social signals, well, that's alarm bells in Google's eyes. That means, oh, that looks like artificial SEO errors at work. So social signals won't rank you, but the lack of social signals will stop you ranking. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But just the easiest way to do it, guys, is use a service. The service we now use is called PBN Butler. It's very good. It's inexpensive. $14, guys, will give you 200 signals from real people. These are real people's real social accounts, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, real people's real social accounts that they will give you social signals, likes, follows, Google Pluses, etc., tweets. $14, and that's all you need. Now, if you've got a local site, you don't even really need to do this stage. This is for a national site, but if you're ranking DUI Lawyer Anaheim, you don't really need social signals at all because local sites don't really get them unless they're really high traffic. But certainly won't do you any harm to get them, and so probably for the sake of $14, guys, I would do it. Get yourself some social signals. That's done. I mean, how turnkey can you get? Go to PBN Butler, pay $14 and get your 200 social signals. Make sure it is drip fed over time, which PBN Butler will do for you. Someone's asking, what is a PBN? We'll talk about that later, but don't worry about it for now. For now, PBN Butler is just actually a silly name for this service, which is a very good service, but it's actually not a very good name for this at all. We'll talk about PBNs later in the presentation and talk exactly what they are. All right. So that is it, guys, on step one. So to review step one then, we've got our content right. We've done a bit of technical optimization, PDF coming to you later in this presentation with the downloads we'll give you. And you can just give that to a Fiverr guy or do it yourself. Take 5 minutes. Get your content right with the related words and get some social signals to your site. Any questions on step one? Any question on step one, guys, or are you with me? Give me a Y if you're with me, or give me a question, or a no if I've just completely left you behind or I've bored you or something like that. All right, everyone's with me. That's good. So let's move on then to step two, if you're ready. Step two is your foundational backlinks or your backlink foundation. Before we get on to really ranking our page with backlinks, we've already done the most important part of ranking, really, which is relevance. The relevance, as I said, is the most important ranking factor if there's one, but backlinks are important too. We're going to come to it. But before we get into the power backlinks, you've got to build a foundation. And this is what I'm talking about. It's before we apply our super powerful links that I'm going to cover in step three, we need to build the right foundation to keep us white hat and natural in Google's eyes. We need to look white hat and we need to look natural to Google. And so this is what we recommend you do. It's very simple. Issue a press release. We recommend Marketers Media, and Marketers Media will give you 50 to 100 high-quality backlinks out there on press release sites, including their own. And their own site is actually will give you what's called a do-follow backlink, which will give you some ranking boost anyway on their high domain authority site. Most press release sites are no follow, so they don't give you a ranking boost, but they do give you a trust, they do give you a good backlink foundation. But Marketers Media is what we recommend, and actually we have an agency license ourselves with Marketers Media, and we offered the press releases at a discount, but that's not relevant for now. But do a press release, get 50 to 100 backlinks out there. Put your URL in any YouTube videos that you've got. Many of you may already have YouTube videos. If not, you can have a Fiverr gig to create a couple of YouTube videos for you and put your domain name or your domain URL in the description for the YouTube video. Then you can use infographic services. And again, Chris, if you wanted to type that bit.ly link into the chat so that people can click on it, that'd be good. There's a great infographic service there. I forget what the cost is, but it's $20 or something will give you. Let me show you an infographic site. What on earth do I mean by infographics? Let me show you an example. Hang on. It is right here. Okay, let's open the page. No, this one, sorry. So that is an infographic on a site called imgur.com. So an infographic is just a graphic with information on it. You can get these created by going on Fiverr or by this service that there's that bit.ly link to. But down the bottom of the infographic, it can be short or long, doesn't really matter. There's your link, or this is not our link, this is someone else's. We just brought this up as an example. So you get a link to your website, and this service I think will do 50 infographics, Chris, for $20 or something. It'll post to 50 of these sites for you for $20.
Yes, there's two options. There's 25 links or 50 links. I can't remember the price actually off the top of my head, but the link which is going in the chat now, you'll see it straight away.
Yeah. I can't remember either. I apologise. I told you this is big. This is thrown together in a rush. But anyway, so for infographic sites, you can get 20 to 50 other links out there. And what you're doing, you see, with these, and most of these are going to be no-follow links too, but what you're doing is you're building that foundation that looks natural to Google. Because all you've got is half a dozen really powerful links that I'm going to show you in a minute, Google's going to see you a mile off. So you've got to build a foundation first that makes you look good, that makes you look natural. And you do a few high-quality blog comments, e.g. on edu blogs, university blogs, college blogs that are high authority, and manually do it yourself or get a Fiverr guy to do it. Don't spam people, but go and read an article and place a comment. Just do a half a dozen of those, again, with your website link in the blog comment. Now, how do you find these blogs to comment on? Well, there's a little search phrase you can use, and again, we've got a PDF. Both, in fact, our PDF lists both a bunch of infographic sites that you can use if you don't want to use this service, and it also shows you the Google search strings that you can use to find these edu blogs, read the article, place a comment, and move on. Just do a few of those. Again, some of this is manual work. We can't automate this because if we automate this, it's spamming people. There are automatic blog commenting softwares. Don't use them. Do it manually or get a guy from Fiverr to do it for you. I mean, there's so much potential out there for outsourcing. Don't get bogged down into anything. Hire a guy in the third world who'll work for $5 an hour and post 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 blog comments for you. So there's your foundation, and that's all there is to it for the foundation. You've now got a nice, natural-looking site. A press release is the most natural white hat way you can boost the backlinks to your site. Google, will respect and trust your site all the more for it. The YouTube video links, infographic sites, and blog comments will build that foundation. So you are now ready to unleash the fire and fury, to quote Donald Trump. We are ready to unleash. Is everyone ready for a bit of fire and fury now for step 3? PDF coming. Yeah, so step 3, Fire and Fury, is on its way. Power hybrid SEO backlinks. So this is now, guys, let's just recap. In step 1, we've got our money page or our money site optimized so that Google knows we are super relevant to the search phrase we want to rank for. So Australian Shepherd or Plumber Seattle or whatever it is we want to rank for. We make our website super relevant. So Google thinks, that's a great page to rank for Plumber Seattle. But I haven't quite got enough backlinks, enough votes for that page yet. So I'm going to rank that other plumber site above them. So this is what we do in step 3, is we now add the powerful backlinks to tell Google, no, don't rank that other site, rank me. And that's what we're going to do. So what are hybrid backlinks? Well, hybrid backlinks is something we conceived and put together a year and a bit ago. This is unique to us. Well, people do other things, but the way we do it is unique to us. And you've seen how well it works. And it's our stuff. We ought to trademark it, oughtn't we, Chris? So PBNs are dead. So someone asked earlier, what's a PBN? In fact, just give me a Y or an N in the chat box. Give me a Y if you know what a PBN is, or an N if you don't know or you're not sure. So I just know how much detail to go into. Okay, it's about 50-50. So PBN is a silly phrase. It stands for Private Blog Network. So what a PBN is a website that you build yourself, pretending not to be yours, and you put a link to your money page on it. So that's all it is. A PBN is a website that you build for the specific purpose of putting a link to the page you want to rank on it. And that used to be the way to rank. It's not anymore. They're not quite dead. They're dead in the way people used to use them, and they're dead built the way people used to teach how to build them. But they're very much not dead if you use them the way we use them. But it's all sorts of reasons why you can't use them the old-fashioned way. Direct linking means you put a link from the PBN site. You create a website and you put a link from that to your money site. That doesn't work anymore. Google can detect it. Google looks for unnatural patterns, and Google can see that as an unnatural pattern. Too many homepage links from PBN-type sites, and Google will not give you the credit that you'd like for it and will not rank you. So I'm not going to go into all the reasons because we're short of time, but pretty much just to take it that you can't use PBNs the way people used to teach. Hybrid SEO, though, hybrid SEO combines the power and speed of grey hat. So PBNs are grey hat, if you like. They're grey hat. They're not white hat, they're grey hat. Google doesn't like them if they find you out. But grey hat techniques work much faster than white hat techniques. But hybrid SEO combines the power and speed of grey hat with the safety and naturalness of white hat SEO. That's why we called it hybrid, and it means you can get your cake and eat it too. Best of both worlds. Power and speed of grey hat SEO, the safety and naturalness of white hat SEO. And you need very few power backlinks. Very few. Gone are the days when you needed hundreds or even dozens of links. Gone are the days when you needed a PBN network of 50 sites that you built yourself to rank your site. No, you don't need that. Google has changed. Google is now much more about the relevance and a small handful of powerful links. Because if you have a small number of powerful links, you're flying under the radar. You're not alerting yourself to Google saying, you know, if you build a 50 PBN links direct to the site you want to rank, you're saying to Google, hello Google, look at me, I'm an SEOer. You might as well wave a flag outside their headquarters in Silicon Valley, which I went to actually to visit a friend who works there, can you believe it, this summer. Very interesting. But anyway, you might as well wave a flag at them, say, look at me, I'm an SEO, and they'll just de-index your site or won't rank it. No, if you just do a few very powerful hybrid SEO backlinks, then you're underneath Google's radar. But the power of these hybrid links is massive. Now, how do we do this in a turnkey way? Chris and I came up with hybrid SEO a year and a half ago, but what about turnkey backlinking following hybrid SEO? Well, it's brain dead simple. I'm going to show you using the resources that we use and that we've put together. Now you can do this manually. You can do all of this manually. I'm going to show you, and you can do everything manually. But literally with the turnkey SEO, you don't even need to know what you're doing. Now, as I put this presentation together, I thought, well, I can either show you the manual way and then show you the way using the tools, or I could show you the way using the tools, which sort of includes or subsumes, or we'll show you how to do it manually if you want. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the way that Chris and I do it now using our turnkey tools. I hope that's okay with you. If that's okay with you, let me know. If it's not okay, let me know. I'm sure you will in the chat box. But if it's okay with you, then I'll go that way and I'll show you the way we do it. All right, you ready? This is important. This is the important stuff coming. First, assess the competition. Why? Because by assessing the competition, you will find out what backlinks you need to build, and I'll show you that in a moment. But the first thing is we need to get a number for the competition. This is so simple. Keyword finder, so bit.ly/kw-finder, and I'm going to go to that site now. In fact, we'll do it this way, bit.ly/ whoops, sorry guys, I can't type and talk, kw-finder. Oh, that didn't work. What's I done wrong? Oh, keyword finder. Let's just put it in this way. Maybe I didn't do that link properly, Chris. Perhaps you can. I told you it was a bit of a rush today, guys. Keywordfinder.com. Is that right? Hopefully. No. Chris, what's the URL for it?
Yeah, I'll just put it in the chat now. 1 second. It's
okay. Keywordfinder.org.
It's kwfinder.com.
kwfinder.com. Guys, bit of amateurish presentation there. I do apologize. All right, so we're now finally there. Just forget that last 30 seconds or so. We're finally there, and this is how you're going to get a number for your competitors. I don't know. So let's look at Australian Shepherd, like we were talking about earlier. Or how about Australian Shepherd? Say you're a breeder, or your client was a breeder, puppies. You wanted to rank for Australian Shepherd puppies because you're a breeder and you wanted to rank your page for that so you could sell puppies to people who are looking for it. You click the button. Now you can also, just going back to the this, you can select your location for the US. You can select language if you want. Doesn't really matter. But look, Australian Shepherd puppies, keyword difficulty 40. Now you get 3 free searches a day on this tool. You can subscribe if you want to do more, and it's a good tool, and we use it a lot. But you know, all you need to do is the free search. You see Australian Shepherd puppies, keyword difficulty 40. Done. That's that stage over. Right, let's get back to the process. We now have the competitiveness of our keyword that we want to rank for. We're now going to throw a dart. What I mean, I need to open a PDF, which I was supposed to have opened earlier, and I forgot to. Hang on. Sorry. That's what I'm saying. Just got to open this PDF. If I can even find it. someone tell a joke, because I'm nearly there. No, it's not there. Sorry, Chris. No, I know. I think I know where I put it. Sorry, I'm looking for it on my disk here. I'm not doing very well, am I? Okay, finally found it. Apologies, everyone. So this is a PDF of ours selecting the right link structures for your money site. And there's a little bit of guidance at the front, but you don't need to worry about. So 31 to 40 is medium competition. So 40 is right on the boundary between medium and medium to high competition. Right, but let's assume it's medium. We'll take medium, and we're going to now scroll down to link structures for low competition niches. No. Link structures for low to medium. Link structures for medium competition niches. So I've now got, you can't see the detail. Don't worry about not seeing the detail, but these are link structures type 2, type 4, type 10. Guys, print this out, put it on your wall, and throw a dart at it. I mean, literally, choose any 2 or 3 link structures out of this list, okay? And then I'm going to show you what they are in just a minute. But we've set it all out for you. We tell you don't even need to think. You know, you've gone to the keyword finder, you put your keyword in, you get the difficulty score, you come to this document, and you pick at random 2 or 3 or 4 of these link structures that are listed here by number. And now, let me go back to my presentation. We're going to pick 2 or 3 structures at random and follow the link super authority link structures app. So this is one important part of our turnkey system, and I'm going to show it to you right now. So this is our Super Authority Link Structures app. We've got projects in here. We can get, a new project would be a new money site. Give it a name, any name you want. Give it a niche, whatever niche you're in, dog breeding or pets or whatever. Here's one that I got already, test project in sports. So I've put that in. Click on the test project. So this is just for every website you're going to rank, you're going to set up a project. And then within the project, you might have more than one page that you want to rank for different keywords. And so I've got, in this case, a couple of pages. These are just my blog pages that I've put in already that I want to rank. So I want to rank my home page for whatever keyword it might be. And I click on that link, and now I've got a link structure index. So let me show you that again. Top level is projects. I've got a test project here. Click on the projects. Within the projects, I got the different pages I want to rank. Let's choose one of them. Click on that. And now to rank that page, I've got different link structures. And this document that I just showed you, I said throw darts at. So pick type 4, type 10, type 12, whatever it is you want to rank, pick the ones, and then you're going to put them in here. Just by going new super link structure, and let's say it's a type 4. So I'm going to click on new super link structure there. And Chris, is my sound coming through all right? I think my internet is struggling a bit.
Sounds
okay,
fine.
Good.
If you're having poor audio, maybe you've got some applications open which you should shut.
Yeah, I sort of need all of them actually. Well, let me close down a couple.
Sounds good on my end as well.
Okay, good. All right. So here we are. So type 4 we were going to pick. So I check off type 4. Now, if I want to, I can click on it and it's blown up. And we're going to go through this in a little bit more detail in just a moment. But anyway, I check off type 4 and click Add Selected. So now back on my link structure index for promoting this URL. So the URL I'm promoting is here. Type 4 is there. And I'm going to show you some of it. I'll show you this type 1. So you can click to show the URL. Yeah, that's the URL I'm promoting. Good. And I'm going to go into this preview again. We can show the link structure detail and go into the link structure here. Now, once I'm in the link structure, again, at the top, there's a guidance of exactly what you need to do and the link structure you need to build. So this link structure involves, there's our money site. We're going to build a res site. That's a restored, expired site. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. Hold your horses. Don't worry about it. We're going to use a service called Crowd Search, some social signals, and PBNs, Power Anchor or PBNs. Again, I'll talk about that in a minute. So there's the link structure that we're going to build. And what Salsa does, the Super Authority Link Structure app, is it takes you through the entire process of building that link structure so you don't even need to think. So you start here at tier 1, and it's the little balloon help pops up and tells you exactly what to do. So here we're going to put our res or mini site. Let's call it a restored, expired site, a res site. And then in here, we can track the status of what we're doing. And we're just going to follow this through one thing at a time. or we can put the anchor text we're going to use in here. And again, this tells you what to use. We're going to use generic anchor text. Don't use your keyword. Don't use Australian Shepherd puppies. Follow what this tells you to use. Use generic anchor text. Again, there's further guidance, but generic anchor text would be anchor text like great site for a business. Does everyone know what anchor text is? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you know what anchor text is, and then N if you don't. Good, good, good. Most people do. Excellent. No one doesn't. So the Salsa tells you exactly what to do each step of the way. I'm on a bit of a small screen here. There you put in the URL of the restored or mini site, and again there's balloon help tells you enter the URL of the restored expired site or mini site post you've published in the cell below. And then you just step through this. So once I filled in this line, eventually site completed, that's all goes green. Then social signals. It tells me what to do. Use automated social signals. We recommend PBN Butler. Order 200 social signals for this web property. If you're using a different source, make sure they're drip fed. I recommend you use PBN Butler. Again, you can tell that you can track what you're doing, whether it's completed or pending. You can put your campaign start date in here and so on. And you just step through it. You just fill in each line one at a time using the balloon help here to tell you exactly what to do. And of course, there's further guidance up here at the top of the page that you can blow up as well if you want with a little click like that. So guys, what Salsa does, what the Super Authority link structure application does, you pick the link structure you want to build, and then it leads you by the hand step by step through putting it together, telling you exactly what to do at each stage until you get to the bottom and it's all complete. And that is it. Let's save or save and exit, and we can go back and work on the next one. So it's the whole thing we want to do with Salsa, with the app, is to make it join the dots, connect the dots simple. Do the first level, follow the balloon help, do exactly what it says, do the next level, do exactly what it says, do the next level, do exactly what it says. Yes, it's also for videos. This is the same for whatever you want to promote. It's the same process that you follow. Is that clear, guys? Do you see what I'm doing with this? Remember, I'll just take you back. First of all, we found a keyword difficulty using this free tool of 40. We go into the PDF, which is 40 is medium competition. We go to the PDF and we throw a dart at this. We pick at random 2, 3, 4 medium competition link structures. We go to the Salsa application and we enter it by selecting new super link structure, put it here, click on it, and fill it in a step at a time, line by line, following the balloon help. Guys, do you think you could do that? Does anyone think that they can't do what I've just shown you? Because that is it. If you can do that, you can rank anything. And that is the whole process, done and dusted. We're pretty much at the end. I've pretty much finished. Let's go pick up this presentation again. It was just a couple of minor details to wrap up. Oh yeah, in fact, there's some major details to wrap up. Because you might be saying, wait a minute, John, restored expired sites? PBNs? What, help! I thought this was turnkey, you're probably thinking. So I've completely missed out the step of actually doing those two things. And actually, I'm going to hand over to my friend Chris to give you a little bit of demo of probably the most groundbreaking piece of software that we have. And that's to in fact, we got all of these components covered in the backlink components that I just showed you. So restored expired sites, an absolute goldmine, because what are we doing with a restored expired site is we're finding an age domain that used to be up live and ranked in Google with lots of good backlinks, that for whatever reason the owner of the site stopped using it. We go and get that domain name, we put it back on the internet, we restore all the content it used to have. We look in archive.org, you may not know, but archive.org has records of basically all websites. So we find the date when it looked good in archive.org and we rebuild the website as it was once with its original content. So it's back up in front of Google saying, here I am again, I used to be here and you liked me then and I went away for a bit, but I'm back and I'm just the same. What are you doing now? You've got to edit any errors, of course, make sure it looks good, and you add your backlink. You've now got like the best backlink in the world in the sense that you've got a backlink on someone else's site, a natural a completely natural white hat site that was built by someone else for a purpose, and your backlinks on it. Guys, I hope you realize how amazing is that concept for backlinking. No PBN can touch a restarted explored site for that level of trust and white hat and naturalness. And you need to upload it onto your server, onto your hosting via a file transfer protocol, and you are done. Awesome. And you can do all of that manually, of course. But what about if we want to make it turnkey? Because, yeah, simple in outline, but there's a lot to it. So turnkey, yes, we can make it turnkey. And Chris, shall I hand over to you then to demonstrate where we get our domains, and then how the restored site rebuilder works? Let me find you and hand over to you. Make presenter.
Right. So am I showing the domains first?
Yeah. Start with picking the domains. You're not sharing your screen yet, though. I've just turned it over to you.
I'll do that now.
Perfect. That's coming through.
Right. Okay. So we're just we're doing the best we can on something we've never done before. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is a first, guys. You are seeing this before anyone. In fact, even and I've had a lot of hassle from our own subscribers. You're seeing us even before our own subscribers, because we literally got it ready about 5 minutes after this started. So yeah, carry on there, Chris. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. Well, we've got masses and masses of domains. It's unbelievable how many we've got, and so you'll have access to the domain tool. So I'm showing you larger on a spreadsheet so you can see it, but we have a tool that you can open and then access from the website. So you've got the domain name and details, but further along here you've got the anchor text, the age of the site, how many captures Wayback Machine's got, Ahrefs DR. In many cases, the place we get them from has only just started doing Ahrefs, so sometimes we've got 0, which means it has got the DR, but not collected it at the time. Okay, so we've got domain authority, page authority, Moz Trust, all of these amazing metrics. So what you can do then is just type in to the search on the tool, and you're looking for a phrase. So let's say you're looking for a loan. You've got a loan website, so you type in loans. So it'll bring up all of the websites that are about loans, that have got anchor text coming about loans. That means you're going to get a relevant domain, which is what you want. You want a relevant domain that's going to backlink to your site. Your site's a loan site, so you want sites linking to you that are also about loan sites, or financial sites, so you type in finance, things like that. So that's how that works. Also, we've got topical categories. That's the links linking to the domain that you might want to buy. Okay, so that gives you an idea. So for example, this one is coming from a website that's in the North America. It's got a topical trust flow of 5, and so you can get information from that. And then further along we've got industry specifics. That's the links that are pointing to the domain that you might want to buy. So there's a huge amount of data, and you'll be able to find out exactly which one you want to buy from there. Okay, so that's how that works. And these domains are not going to cost you hundreds of dollars. We can give you more information on that, but these are going to cost you less than $12 to buy the domain, for the cost of the domain. Okay, so now on to what do you do with the we're doing the Wikipedia link master now, aren't we, John?
No, do Phoenix now.
Phoenix now. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought that sounded strange. Okay. So Phoenix. Right. This is great. This is an amazing tool. There's nothing like this on the internet. No, there are other services which do something similar, and I'll say it's similar. They are absolutely nothing like this. This is groundbreaking, and I'll show you why in a moment. First of all, this is what you'll get when you come to the screen, and all you need to do is put in your login details and login. Once you're in here, you can create a new project. So all you need to do, let's say you wanted to create this site, you wanted to restore this site, you found that on Wayback Machine, or you purchased the domain, you got a domain from one of our domains from the list we gave you. So all you do then is just put that in here and what niche it's in. So this might be pets, for example. And levels deep, how far do you want to go into the website? Well, there's only 2 levels deep on this site, so I'll only go into levels deep here. Most of the time you go 3. You fill in your FTP details here and then just click save. I won't save it because I don't want to restore that site. But anyway, you'll end up back at projects. So I've got one here, so I'm going to show you what you end up with. You see here there's 135 capture points. We've gone 3 levels deep on here. So this is what the Phoenix brings back. Now these are screen captures. Now these are black here because archive.org has no data on this. And what you get is Wayback Machine has, well, as you can see for this site, there's 135 captures. Archive.org is such a slow site. It's unbelievably so. You click on it and you can go and make a cup of tea and come back, and then the page will be refreshed. That's how slow it is, really. So if you have to go through all of these manually, it's going to be a really horrible job. So you can see we've gone through all of these and there's no content. There's a little bit there, but you don't want that. You can see that's rubbish. So that's where this comes in super handy. Now you can see there's a bit of information here, so you can go over here and we've got some data. And here I've got some good data. So actually this was the one I wanted to restore. So what I did, I click on here and there was a button, well actually say it was this one, there's a restore site. So click on that and then it will start restoring. You can then go away, it'll come back, Phoenix will then collect all of the data from archive.org on this and it will be restored. And you can view the restored site by clicking here. So let me show you now. This is the restored version of the site. Now let me show you archive.org's version. This is what archive.org has got on the site, and I'll go back to this, and this is what the software's created. Not bad. Okay, so I can then go further. Of course, it's no good having the site if you're not going to put your link on, is it? Now you can come back at any time. You can restore the site and then come back at any time and add your link. And let's say you want to add your link. You can then just go to the web editor. Now the web editor here, this shows you the structure of the site. And if you wanted to put your link in the home page, well then you'd want to edit it. So click on the editor. Now we can go and put in our link here. So for example, you can put down website sponsored by your site, and you can just then add your link in the link section, wherever that is. Here it is. So then you just add your link, whatever that is. That's not your link, but say it was. Okay, you just enter that in and there's your clickable link, and then just click save. And that's it. That's that done. You've then got your link on the page. Great thing then is once you've completed that, you can go back to the restorer, and you can, back to the restorer page. Here, go to where you are, and just a piece of cake. Click on here, FT upload, and within 5 seconds your site will end up looking like that. So this is my site. I loaded this site onto this domain I had lying around. Okay, so here you can see there's the About Us, courses, other links in there, enrollment, useful links. So there you go, we've got a great site, piece of cake. But to build a site like that, that's ready-made, all content's there for you, would take you quite a while to do. But that took virtually no time, so easy. And editing is such a piece of cake, and that's what's so important about this, is the editing facility that you get with the web editor. You can add your content wherever you want, you can delete content. This software strips out any reference to Wayback Machine or archive.org from the source, and there's nothing there that's going to be any concern. It does a whole load of other stuff as well, and it gives you the ability to edit a whole load of other stuff as well. You can add images, you can add pages. So let's say, for example, you had a great home page, but you needed let's say you've got a great domain, but all there is on archive.org is the home page. Well, you can add a page. Just click that. You can put I don't know, electric skateboard. Link it out on this site, but so you can do that. The source, well, which page do you want to copy? Let's copy the home page. The parent is, sorry, this is a child of. If you want it to be a child, you can select which child it is, or it can be a parent child. And you just click save, and then that'll add that into the site. And then you can then edit that, and all you do is just remove what you don't want and enter in your new content here, and you can have that written for you if you want to do that, or you can just well, whatever content you want to put in there, save it, and then you've got you can build out a whole site when there's actually would have been no site available on archive.org other than the homepage, for example. So that makes this software absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. This is groundbreaking for us as well, because we do SEO, and so I'm excited and I'm buying this. This is great.
Yeah. And actually, guys, I'll tell you that our SEO ground to a halt while we're waiting for this to get going, because the length of time, the amount of workload to do this task manually compared to doing this, there's such a difference that we actually just stopped our SEO and literally for about 6 weeks and waited because this was coming, because we couldn't be fish, we couldn't be bothered to do it the manual way when this was coming. And it is groundbreaking, and literally in a matter of seconds or minutes at the keyboard, you've taken an existing site that used to be there on the internet, brought it back to life, and put your link on it. And the whole key is Aikido's asking, can we just grab the old content and use Spin Rewriter? Well, you don't need to use Spin Rewriter for this. You actually want the old content there, because what you're doing is you're restoring a site exactly as it was. Yeah, it doesn't just cut 300% of the time, it cuts the time by a factor of 50, probably, literally 50 or 100-fold, probably 100-fold time saving using this tool.
Yeah.
So it is groundbreaking, and it is the best link you could have, because now you've got a link to your page on a site that's aged and trusted and natural and normal and white hat. They're been on the internet for years and years.
It's common knowledge that that PBN links are very powerful links. The thing is Google can spot PBNs unless you do them properly, which means it's very hard work to get it done properly so that Google's not going to spot it. Google can't spot the red sites because the red sites are actually real sites. They were real once upon a time and they're real now. Yeah. So there's no difference. Okay. So Google can't spot it. And that's key.
Absolutely. Right, guys, so let's move on, because we've got more to cover on in the tools that are part of Turnkey, because you saw also in our link structure, you saw, let me just show you, some of them have PBNs in them. I think this one here, oops, wrong, let me just bring this back up. So, because we use mini sites, but we also use PBN. So we use restored expired sites like Chris has just shown you here, but we also use these PBN mini site. And what's this power anchor thing that's up here? Well, this is PBN or mini site links. So you're saying, well, John, hang on, so I've got to build PBNs, because actually it's true to say that building PBNs is what has held more people back from success in SEO than just about anything else out there. You've got to find an aged authority domain in the correct niche with good backlinks, with good anchor text that hasn't been dropped, that is still indexed in Google, blah-de-blah-de-blah, and all those things. You've got to build your PBN. You've got to fill it with content. You've got to have posts with no links or authority links. You've got to have media-rich content, which is of a decent quality. You've got to correctly configure your snippets on the home page about, Google can see plain old-fashioned PBNs with a whole article on the home page, which is what people do. So you need to correctly configure snippets from your article with the link on the home page. So there's a lot of work and effort in there. So what do we do as part of Turnkey? Is we do it for you. So we have built the Power Anchor network, that's where that word Power Anchor comes, network 195 PBNs or mini sites, high quality, high authority, age domain mini sites in the right niche, built exactly how we teach, covering all niches out there. The only thing I think we don't cover is adult. So this would cost you between £10,000 and £20,000 if you wanted to build it yourself. Literally. It's not cheap building and hosting PBN domains. So if you want to spend $10,000 in 4 to 6 months, that's fine, but otherwise you can use ours. And we've also got hands-free drip I can't speak anymore. Drip feed posting software. This is it. You get your own virtual machine. So this is actually, I'm looking at a screen now, and you're looking at a screen that's not on my desktop computer. It's actually on our virtual private server on the internet. You create a campaign. You give it, you choose the niche that you're in. So let's say we're in sports, and then, let's say sports general, and then we go to our articles. We just simply copy and paste our articles into each of these boxes, and then we can click our submission settings to drip feed our PBN posts over time, either 30 days, 60 days, or longer into the future, however you want to do. Save campaign, and then you click start run. So this is our own posting software, again, that we had designed and built to our own exacting standards so that it works just how we want it to keep us totally safe in Google. And so with this piece of software that posts to our PBN network called Power Anchor, you don't need to ever build a single PBN. Finally, guest posts. Now, some of our link structures have guest posts. This one does not, but one of the others will. Let me just find one and show you. But there's a number of them that have. I think this one has type 2, has guest posts in. Now, guest posts are, and again, I'll click on this to make it bigger. Guest posts are posts on other people's sites where they allow guests to come and write an article. And in exchange for writing that article, you can put your link on it. And this is, again, one of the most powerful ways of ranking your site, one of the most powerful link structures. So again, so we've got a guest post, got social signals we get from PBN Butler, we get blog comments that we can do on the guest post if the guest post has comments switched on, not all of them do, and we got our Power Anchor that we post to it. That's what this structure looks like. So what about guest posts then? What have we got to make guest posts quicker? Well, we've got our guest post assistant. We've got an application for it, of course, because this is Turnkey SEO, and this is what it looks like. I've actually moved this window slightly off the screen because I don't want you to see the actual guest post sites, but this is one of them, and you can see you've got big domain authority. If I just rank by domain authority there, and they are ordered by domain authority. Domain authority is 45. It's a free submission, and you just click on this link. You go straight to the submission page. Let me just show you, though, back to niches. You've got to choose the right niche first. So we got all these different niches in here, from automotive, lifestyle, you name it. They're all in there. I'm just going to put this back so I don't give anything away. But if I go to business, for example, the business niche, we've got domain authority up to 96 showing here in this niche. In this business niche, you can go straight to their submission page over here and submit your article. Because the question is, without this, how do you find guest posts that are high domain authority that will accept your article and give you a link? The answer is it's hard to do it. It requires a lot of manual work, searching in Google, ranking according to domain authority, and so on and so forth. Well, our guest post assistant does all of that for you. So guys, we've got a guest post covered too with guest post assistant, and is there anything else? Well, there's one last little thing, and I'd like to call it the icing on the cake. One of the most authoritative, trusted, sought-after links on the planet. I'm going to hand back to you, Chris, for this, and that is our Wikipedia. Those are Wikipedia links. Wikipedia, one of the most trusted, sought-after links on the planet, and we've got another app to automate this for you. Our Wikipedia Link Master. Chris, are you ready?
Yes, ready. Yes.
Hang on. Make presenter. Your presenter. If you share your screen, I'll tell you when it comes through. It's through.
Okay, so this is the screen that you'll have. Gives you all the information of what to do here. First thing you need to do though is enter in your Wikipedia account details, username and password. So if you don't have that, you can then press this orange button to open up the page, and you just enter in your details. Anyone can set up an account. Just enter your details. Once you've done that, just put them in here and click the Save button. Then you go to the projects page and you create a new project, and you call that whatever you want. So let's say we're going to call it guitar strings. Just click the Save button and go down to guitar strings. Check the radio button and then go to new Wikipedia project. So let's go and enter the phrase. I'll use guitar strings again and search for that. Now, this is going to search for all of the Wikipedia pages that have broken links on it. So you can click on these view buttons and see what comes up. To find the dead link, you just do a Control F and enter in dead link, and you can see here there's actually 2 dead links. So we'll look at this one here. You can see the number 19. Go back up here and search for the number 19, and that's how Wikipedia do it. So that's 7 there, 8 and 12. Right, 18.
Down a bit, yeah. It's just the top of personal life on the right.
So, right, personal life, you can see it's all about this guy, band members, Roku, health was a priority. So it's all about that person. So at the age of 80, he's still pulling physically energetic live shows. About this guy, Dick Dale. So you can read more about him. And to get your link in here, you just need to write a bit of content. Okay? And you're going to replace this link with your link about Dick Dale. So you'd read about it a bit more. Once you've done that, you think, yes, okay, I like to do that. I want to replace that link. So you just check that, and then you go to the next button. I won't do that, go to the next button yet, because I'm not going to edit that page. But I will show you one that I have edited. This one here is Flyboard. Now, remember John was talking about the Powerboard expert site, which we're ranking already. Well, I typed in hoverboard into Wikipedia, into the Wikipedia Link Master, and this page came up. So there's some reference in here somewhere about hoverboards. Well, anyway, it came up under the hoverboard search, and this was the link here that was broken. That said dead link, so I had a look at it, and it said Flyboard is a brand of hydro flighting device which supplies propulsion to drive a flyboard into the air. So that's it actually, that fires out water and shoots someone up in the air. So I thought, well, that's really they're saying what is a flyboard. So if my post answers what a flyboard is, then that can go there. So I created this post. You don't have to do such an elaborate post as this. It's quite long, but I thought, well, this is just going to add, you know, more quality to the site. It's quite a good site, good quality site. And so I did that. And then I took this link and I put it into the Wikipedia Link Master, and it did all of the work for me, and it did all of the, it gave all of the edit for me. So all I had to do was copy and paste, and it did this superbly. Now, if you're doing this manually, you can do it manually, of course, but it's very easy to make a mistake. And if you make a mistake manually, it can break it all up, and it's just not going to get approved. you can't just throw anything in here, because if it's a load of rubbish or not relevant, then the administrators won't allow it, so it won't stick. But if you do something decent, then Wikipedia Link Master will get it through better than manual, definitely. And that's what that did. Piece of cake it was. So easy. All I had to do was find out what content was relevant. I wasn't even thinking about a flyboard, but it's relevant to the site as a power board, so flyboard. And I linked inner links to the home page to pass on additional power.
And guys, yeah, a couple of people are asking, you know, how can you do this on Wikipedia? How do they let you on there? So, well, they let you guys, but you've got to do it the right way. If you just go into Wikipedia and just amend a link and stick yours in, then it'll get deleted. There are loads of admins and moderators that will just delete your link. But if you do it this way using the Wikipedia Link Master and following the process that Chris has just outlined, and admittedly we've gone a little bit fast, but we're short of time, guys, so you have to. But if you do it the right way, then your link stays there and they don't take it down. So that's the answer to that question. That's how you can change something on Wikipedia, is that they let you, but you have to do it with quality and in the right way. And Wikipedia Link Master, the app, allows you and helps you to do that, and just makes the system totally turnkey.
Yeah. So Wikipedia Link Master is simple to use. It's so easy. All you have to do is just go through the easy steps and just write a post. That's it.
Guys, so thanks, Chris, for that. Guys, we'll press on because we appreciate we've gone covered a lot of ground, and I want to sum it up because it has been quite a whirlwind. And really, you know, the only question is you might be having is, well, can I really do this? Does it work for me? Does it work for others? Well, I'm not going to show you a whole lot of testimonials, because I used to, on these webinars, I used to just go through a whole load of testimonials. Do you want to just mute yourself, Chris? I can hear your keyboard there.
Okay.
I used to go through a whole load of testimonials. Well, just look at them on this page if you want to, because let me just show you them. We've got hundreds and hundreds of people, john-pearce.com/testimonials, right up to date, you know, for covering all these niches. These are August, these are just recently this summer. They sort of go from the most recent at the top. John wrote to us just a couple of weeks ago, and they get older as you go down. But what you can see is over the last few years, since we've been running this, we have just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'm just going to flick down, scroll down this page. I mean, I'm not even going to read through them because it would take me all day to show you how many people are making either thousands of dollars a month or ranking sites left, right, and center at the top of Google following our teaching. I mean, it's a long, long page. There was that Amazon ranking that I'd missed out from the presentation that we did for Jay Boyer. So I'm not going to cover any more of that, guys, because it's boring to you and it's boring for me. But just have a look if you want, because we have literally dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people who are ranking at the top of Google following our training. So in summary, we have three choices, or you guys have three choices. Choice number one is to forget about the most valuable source of traffic on the planet, or to forget about your clients if you're in a client SEO business. You know, Google traffic, as we talked at the beginning, is the most valuable traffic you can get. So you can forget about it if you want to forget about SEO. And that's what a lot of people have done over the last few years, because SEO got, not only did a lot of people not know how to do it, but even for those who knew how to do it, it got time consuming and not worth it. Or option two is you can follow what we've taught today, but you can do everything manually. You can rebuild those restored expired sites manually. It'll take you hours and hours and hours and hours instead of a few minutes, but you can do it. Or you can use our turnkey SEO breakthrough suite of resources. And to summarize the entire process for you, the entire turnkey SEO process, I've got it summarized here. Pick a great age domain from our list, or use your existing site. We've got all that, a massive list of age domains, high quality, high authority age domains that Chris showed you briefly, thousands upon thousands of them, because we subscribe to some very, very expensive tools, hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month, that allow us to find them, and with some sophisticated processes that Chris developed. Follow the on-site setup that we're going to give you the PDFs, we'll give you those shortly, and build a foundation of a press release, YouTube links, and the infographic service that we talked about, maybe a blog comment or two. Now you've got your site ready to throw darts at our list of link structures. You take the PDF, you pick a bunch of link structures out of it, and go to the Super Authority Link Structures app that I demonstrated, and just go through it. Just fill the lines in one at a time, following the balloon help until you've got to the button. push button to restore a site using the Phoenix Site Restorer software. Literally hours upon hours of work done in minutes. Super high quality. Never build a PBN. Use our own PBNs. Use PowerRanker. Use our bespoke posting software that we had developed for ourselves, and use our guest post assistant so you can find super high authority. I can't speak. I'm getting tired, guys. Super high quality and high authority guest posts that will take your article and give you a link to your site. And the icing on the top of this whole thing is a link on possibly the most high authority, high trust website in the world, which is Wikipedia. So guys, what else is there to do? Each keyword you rank for brings in more and more traffic, and the work you do today builds on the work you did yesterday. So once you've ranked one keyword or one set of keywords, go and rank for another set of keywords. Once you've ranked for plumber Seattle, go and rank for air conditioning Seattle. Or once you've ranked for Australian Shepherd puppies, go and rank for Labrador puppies. You know, every keyword you do starts bringing in traffic, and you don't have to do anything to maintain that keyword at the top of Google. So once you've got ranked for one keyword, you can move to another keyword, and you're already making money from the first one and the traffic that's coming while you build the second one. And once you've ranked for the second keyword, or the second set of keywords, because you'll rank for multiple keywords at any one time by doing what we've talked about. You don't just rank for a keyword you target, you rank for a range of related keywords. And once you've done that, you've now got double the amount of traffic coming in, you're making more money, and you can go and rank for another set of keywords. And you just snowball the whole thing. This is passive income for you or your clients, because what you do today builds on what you did yesterday. And you can just go on and on while you collect checks from your clients, from ClickBank, from Amazon, from Shopify, from whatever it is you're using to monetize that traffic that's coming in. So our offer to you guys, if you'd like to take advantage of our tools and resources, I'm going to go through this quickly because I don't want to take too much time, because it's there if you want it. It's not if you know, and you don't have to have it. But there's so much in this offer, in this suite of resources, only some of which we've shown you, and those we've shown you very briefly. But you get full access to the entire suite of turnkey SEO tools. You get the Phoenix push button authority site restorer that Chris demonstrated. You get access to unlimited aged authority domains sourced by our complex processes. You just pick the one you want from the spreadsheet and you've got it. You've got access to our push a button and rank PowerRanker network of PBNs, or mini sites as we call them, that I showed you very, very briefly. So you never have to build your own PBN. Guys, that is worth a fortune. You don't have to build PBNs, a fortune in time and in money, along with our own designed 24/7 autopilot posting software on your own server, so it runs 24/7. You don't have to run it from your desktop. You get unrestricted access to the Super Authority Link Structures app, or Salsa. You don't even need to think how to backlink, just connect the dots, do one thing after another, step at a time. You get unrestricted access to the Guest Post Assistant, so you can get high quality guest post sites on tap, submit your article, get them published, and get a link to your site from really high authority domains. You get access to the Wikipedia Link Master. The most trusted sought after links on the planet are from Wikipedia. And then other tools like our standalone tools that I haven't even had a chance to go through, our anchor text generator, our spin checker software, and our social signals plugin are all included. And the training, because it's one thing to have all the tools, but we show you exactly how to use them. SEO Breakthrough turnkey SEO training and coaching. It is the most powerful SEO ever released, including Amazon page ranking secrets. We have a specific module on Amazon page. Let me go to the dashboard here. So we've got Hybrid SEO 2017. This is the turnkey system in here. We've got a legacy one just for people who wanted to look at the legacy training. We don't recommend you use the legacy training. Use the 2017 training. PowerRanker shows you how to use our PBNs, so you never have to build them. We've got an Amazon ranker, which is specifically for ranking Amazon pages with some bonuses, and our blog as well. All our apps are accessed through this site. The turnkey SEO process is all there. Yeah, you guys worked hard on this, says CNM in the comments. We did, and I'm exhausted, but we're nearly there at the end. So Amazon ranking stuff is we haven't even touched on it, but guys, there are some specific things for ranking Amazon pages that you need to know. Some specific things for Amazon pages that we cover. You get credit so that you can restore 3 aged domains a month, every month. We set it as that just so we could limit server resources. There's no ultimate limit. You can restore as many aged domains as you want. We just ask you to do it 3 at a time. For power users who have a lot more needs, then we do have the availability of more, but for most of you, 3 a month will be plenty. If you want more, you can have more. You've got credits included as well for 45 different PBN posts. You know, and again, if you want more, they're available at $10 each. You've got access to 195 PBN sites, posts at $10 each, but the 45 we give you straight right out of the bat is enough for multiple link structures. Rank pretty much anything with the link structures using those PBN posts from PowerRanker. And guys, when it comes to pricing, and it's true, this first bullet, Chris and I were talking this afternoon, I've spent most of today agonizing about what to charge for all these resources and all this training, because the truth is the actual value of all of this would make this totally unaffordable. If we charged you what all of this was worth, it would be basically unaffordable. Phoenix alone is worth well over $1,000. Well over $1,000 just for the Phoenix site restoring software. Combine that with the unlimited aged authority domains, I mean, 1,000 is probably really, really conservative. Salsa, the Wikipedia link master, the guest post assistant, 197 per month, probably somewhere around there. So over a year, couple of grand. 2,000. PowerRanker, 45 PBN posts. You go and look at our nearest competitor out there on the internet, you would pay $1,800 for 45 PBN posts or more. And I can tell you, absolutely hand on heart, that those our competitors' posts are much lower quality. They're old-fashioned, plain vanilla PBN posts, not nearly the sophistication of ours. Access to 195 PBNs that you have, $10,000 or more it would cost you to build that. Let's call it $2,000. And the training, well, we only really have one competitor in the industry that does SEO training. Guys, they charge $8,000 for their training, for their course. And they don't have any of the tools and resources that we've shown in our turnkey system. You know, you have to build your own PBNs, and there's no Phoenix, and they charge $8 grand. So literally, if you add all this together, if you add those prices on the previous slide and this one together, it's $15,000 for a year, for the first year. This is no joke. I mean, tell me, I'll go back a slide, tell me what's wrong in those figures in the chat. If you don't think any of those figures are truly what those items are worth, I tell you, that's what those items are worth. So we're talking about $15,000 for this offer. Well, you know, that's what I said. It's unaffordable. You know, I can't ask you to pay $15,000. It's worth $15,000. And look at Tony Adams that I showed you his post earlier. He's making $50,000 a month from SEO. So it's definitely worth $15,000 in terms of what it can do for you. It's definitely worth $15,000 in terms of those are the true, actual, equivalent industry prices for other tools and resources out there. But we can't charge that. So instead of charging what it's worth, we charge you what we think is fair, and it's more fair to you than it is to us. And the full normal price for this offer that we will charge is $3,000. But we're going to do a special for you guys, webinar only. We often do this. We've done this historically over the past. For webinar offers, we cut the price in half. And so what we're going to give you is an offer of 6 monthly payments of $287. There's a cheaper single payment option I'm going to show you in a moment, but 6 monthly payments of $287 for something that's worth $15,000. So, guys, I hope you are excited about that, because that is an absurdly low price. But anyway, not quite finished. That is not all. So bonuses, we're going to give you a free press release, an Marketers Media extended visibility press release. That's $159 true value, and 3 free done for you guest posts. That's $297 value. And why are we doing that? Because we want to give you everything you need, all paid for upfront and done, to rank your first site, your first SEO client. You've got everything you need all in one package. And Chris, we might as well put the 6 payment link in the chat while I finish up here, if that's all right. And first 10 new members only, and this is just a very special deal, because, you know, I love talking to you guys actually, but my wife doesn't like it when I do one-on-one consultations, and I don't really do them. Sorry, was you jumping in there, Chris or Aaron?
Yeah, to both links or just the one? The 6 pay link.
In there.
The
6 pay link. Bung that in chat.
Okay.
And so yeah, for the first 10 guys only.
Okay, so the link's in. You still there, John?
Oh, that's me just talking away on mute. I don't know.
Okay, glad to have you back, John.
How much have I been talking amiss? So did you hear me saying, first 10 new members only, one-on-one consultation. My wife hates me doing them. I quite enjoy doing them. But anyway, we'll do that by voice on Skype, and we'll talk about your business, your objectives, but that's a fast action bonus.
Can I just interject here, just quickly? There's quite a few people asking a question about, and they don't understand Phoenix. They think Phoenix is to build your money site. It's not for building your money site. It's for building PBNs, if you like. But these are restored sites that you can use to link to your money site, so you can rank your money site. It's the world.
Let's come back to the question of the set, Chris. Shall we just finish off here, and then we'll clarify that. But yeah, Chris is absolutely right. Although you could use it for a money site too. But anyway, that's not the purpose. But I just wanted to cover this guarantee before we finish up here. So we guarantee you guys will get your site to the first page of Google in 3 months. That's a really bold guarantee. You do have to do what we teach. And we do offer you our support and assistance. So if it's not working out, come to us, ask us for our help, and we'll give you our help and coaching support to get you there. Or we'll give you double your money back. So it's a quick way to make a few grand. It's just literally to try and fail. And we'll give you double your money back. So guys, please do join us if you'd like to. We're going to turn it for questions now. Excuse me, Aaron, I don't know if there's anything you'd like to add, but literally when I was talking earlier about the pricing and the 15,000, I challenge you, if any of you think I've got those wrong, that is the true value of what we're offering here, is 15,000. But the prices obviously that we're charging are more fair to you than they are to us. But we hope you'll join us, and we'll turn over our questions, and we'll cover that Phoenix point now, Chris, in a little bit more detail. But those are the two links. And Chris, if you want to answer some questions, Aaron, if you want to jump in, then I'll put the other link into the chat box too for you guys to click on. And remember, the special one-on-one consultation is first 10 guys only. I'll have a look right now while Chris starts asking some questions about whether those have gone. I'll let you know once those slots have gone. But at the moment, they're still open. Chris, Aaron.
Yeah, so let me just say this, everything so far has been absolutely amazing. So thank you, John. And I gotta say, I honestly didn't know about the Phoenix tool, and I just can't wait to start using it all the time, like for my own stuff. So I think it's like super awesome of you that you've decided to allow our users who are here with us to just take advantage of this amazing system that you guys have built basically for yourself, and that has generated all these awesome results for you. And it just seems super generous of you. So I wanted to thank you for that again. And yeah, I'm sure like Chris is ready to answer some questions as well.
Yeah, yes, sure. Okay, thanks, Aaron. Well, that was the.
Why don't you talk about Phoenix like you were starting to talk about there, Chris? Just re-explain that the purpose of restoring a site, although you could in theory use it as a money site, the primary purpose you were talking about a little bit.
Yes, that's right. It's, so the biggest problem that people have had in the past is creating PBNs. The PBNs are powerful links. There's no doubt about that. But it takes a lot of hard work and effort to build a site. And if you don't build it 100% perfectly, you stand a chance of getting it de-indexed. And Google's good at spotting PBNs and de-indexing them. The restored expired sites that Phoenix builds, they're real sites because they were real once upon a time, and you're restoring exactly the same thing that existed once. So it's a real site. Each site that you restore is unique and undetectable. So we show you about how to do all of that, and you've just seen how simple it is to use Phoenix, and you can build them simply. So this whole process is turnkey, which means it makes it a breeze to do SEO, whereas if you don't use what we're offering with our tools, it's hard work. So I just wanted to make it clear that Phoenix is for building unbelievably amazing PBNs, which we call restored expired sites.
That's fantastic, and I just got to cover one other detail which I completely missed, and sorry guys, it's just because this is the first time we've done this. There is a monthly maintenance charge of $17 as well, $17 only, and that's we've had that all along. That covers our ongoing server and maintenance expenses. You can cancel that anytime, it's no problem. You just lose access to the software tools, and you can restart it and regain access to the software tools. But just to let you know, there is a separate $17 payment in addition, which I forgot to mention, but obviously that's not a great deal. Sorry, Chris, just wanted to say that because I forgot to. But
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Get back into the question. There's actually a couple of questions on payment issues. So these are one-time. Well, the single payment is one-time only. The 6 payments are just 6 payments only, and then there's no ongoing. You don't have to pay again next year or the year after. It's one-off. It's access forever. We also, and part of that $17 I talked about is because we continue to update our training, our tools, and our resources in an ongoing fashion. So, I mean, our guys get all these tools and resources added free. You know, the Wikipedia link master, the Salsa, the guest post assistant, those are all added to our existing members absolutely free. So this isn't something where you know you're going to have to keep paying. Once it's done, once you're in, you're one of our members, and we look after you.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yes, so Dave's asked a good question. Where are Phoenix sites hosted? They're hosted on your own server. We recommend a particular server group which you can use, which the FTP works directly to the site. And you saw the site which I demoed. That was connected, and the software connected directly to the server and uploaded it. So it's your own server. And another question was the sites, are they HTML sites? They are HTML sites, and if you want to do the editing, then you can edit at any time in the Phoenix software. So if you want to change the link at a future date, say you've got a customer that's a local SEO customer, and you've gone, that customer was joeplumbing.com, and you've then changed it to Jones Plumbing, well then you just go into the Phoenix software and change the link and then upload it again. Simple as that. If you're saying something, John, then your mic's off.
No, I wasn't actually. I was just typing away.
All right.
But yeah, you would host them. We've got a bunch of hosting options for hosting your restored sites. But yes, you would have to host them. But just plain old hosting is fine. And there's a bunch of solutions that we recommend, or you can come up with any of your own, of course.
Okay, so there's a question here for you, John, and they're asking how long will these prices be available for?
Yeah, these are webinar-only prices, so they'll close as we close this webinar, as and when we get a replay up, or if we do a repeat, but probably a replay, then we'll reopen the prices for the duration of the replay only. But they're literally only associated with this webinar and any replay time. So otherwise, it's twice that. We only, we can't offer these ridiculously special prices long term. So I'm not quite sure how long we'll run the replay floor, but just be a day or two. We don't want to leave this up publicly available for long, but we'll get the information out to you to answer that question once we've planned the next couple of days and check the recording and everything like that. Hope that makes sense. Those PDFs people are asking for. Have we posted those PDFs, Chris? That we
post those now, yes.
Okay.
Coming in the chat now. Keep your eye on it.
Welcome, Kevin. Kevin's signed up. Anyone else who's signed up do have to let me know. Do you have to purchase the expired domains as well? No, Terry, you get the expired domains 100% free. I mean, that's what I'm such an amateur at marketing. I'm just not really I'm much better at doing SEO and stuff. I haven't probably explained the offer very well. So, I mean, yeah, you get everything. Yeah, it's all included. I think
you misunderstood, John. Now, the domains which we have in the sheet, we give you those for free, but you have to buy them from your registrar.
Yeah, you have to register them, which is 10 or $12. Sorry, yeah, you're absolutely right. Thanks for clarifying. People weren't aware of that. So these are domains that you just literally purchase from GoDaddy for 10 or $12, like any .com or .org or whatever they are. Same prices as if it was a brand new site, because in GoDaddy's eyes, they are brand new sites. So that is great. Heather says, I'm in. Welcome, Heather. And we haven't yet hit the 10, so there are still one-on-one consultations available. I'll tell you when that does hit. Let's see. Register at my cost. Yes. If you're a GoDaddy VIP, then you get the GoDaddy VIP prices. It's just the same registration cost as for .com, .org, .net, or whatever it is, as if it was brand new. Great. Thanks, CNN, for telling me I did great on explaining. I appreciate that. Jamie, we sell in dollars because most people listening to this webinar are US. What else is going? If you're an SEO Breakthrough member already, some of you will be, then do just send us a ticket to support, and we're having our members training tomorrow, of course. Heather's asking, how much will I have to do to my current money site with the system? Well, Heather, it depends. I guess we can help you in support, because Heather says I'm in already, which is great. So welcome, and send us a support ticket. In fact, one thing I really am useless, aren't I? Sorry, Chris, I'm just useless. I haven't even talked about the support we offer, guys, because we offer 3 levels of support. I mean, not only do you get direct access to me and Chris, so you can send us an email to our support email address, and if you say please forward to John or please forward to Chris, our customer service specialist Carrie, who lives in California, she passes it straight to us. We've instructed her. If someone says pass the email to John, pass the email to Chris, please pass it to us straight away. She deals with a lot of regular admin and stuff, but if it's something you want to ask us about, it comes straight to us, and we'll answer your questions. We can't do one-on-one consultation outside what I've offered on the screen, but we can answer your questions and give you support. So just send us a question. We've also got a members Facebook group that is full of experts, people who've been with us a while, people who have learned and grown, and we have some of our partners and friends in there answering questions. So you can pretty much get any question you want answered. If you're stuck on something or stuck on a step, you don't understand it, you've got really 3 options. Send us a ticket support, go to the Facebook group. Well, actually 2 options. Why did I think there were 3? I can't remember what the third is. But those 2, and we'll get you helped, and we'll get you over the whatever thing that's holding you up.
Brad's asking, does each restored site need dedicated hosting, or can they share hosting package? I don't want to leave a footprint. They need to be on their own IP address, so they need to be hosted like a PBN would be hosted. So that's basically they're a PBN, but they are an undetectable PBN, high quality.
Great. And question about the $17. Yeah, you can cancel the $17, and if you want to re-access it, you just restart the $17. You don't have to buy the whole course again, for sure. Once you've bought the course, you've bought it, and all the tools and resources that come with it. That is one-off and no problem. Yeah, email support, absolutely. Yeah, we do. We're a small community of people who succeed. We're not the big, faceless marketers out there. So we're a bit different from the average, I guess. So, go on, Chris, sorry.
Yeah, there's a question about the domains. Are any of them penalized or de-indexed? The beauty of the domains which we have are, they're like as if they were new domains. And so they're not going to be penalized in any way, and they're not de-indexed in any way because they have expired. And it's not like you buying an expiring domain that's been penalized or de-indexed, because that could be something you're picking up, and you can be picking up some bad things on the domain if that were the case. But you don't have that with these, because these are expired, and so they are completely clean. So you build whatever you want on it, and you're not going to be picking up any penalty or working from anything that was de-indexed in the past.
Guys, there's still some availability for the one-on-one consultation. We haven't yet got 10 new members, but we are approaching that. But what I think we're going to do now as we're approaching the 2-hour mark is wrap up, I think. If there's any last-minute questions you want to send in, then please do it now, because I think we're going to wrap up and close this down. So the special offer will double in price as we close this down. But as and when we offer a replay, then we'll reopen it for the short duration of that replay. So please stay tuned to your emails while we, where we'll announce as and when we're going to put up a replay for this. But I want to say thanks, guys, very much for attending. It's been a long day for us and an exciting one, teaching you this for the first time. But Turnkey SEO is it allows access to the most valuable traffic source on the internet without the hassle, without the hard work, and without the time. And I'd really encourage you to join us if you would like to, and we look forward to helping you and seeing you succeed out into the future.
Thank you so much once again, John. And again, I want to say it's really awesome that you're sharing this amazing system with all of us, because the way I see it, for everyone who's doing SEO, all of these resources won't just save you a ton of time, they'll also save you a ton of money, just because John and Chris are offering to provide absolutely everything that you need for SEO. So looking at it this way, you won't have to spend your own time and money developing this entire process and all the tools from scratch. And I really think taking advantage of an SEO system like this makes all the sense in the world, because a system like this is all anyone needs to rank on the first pages of Google, and especially if you got pros like John and Chris helping you. So this seems like a really, really easy decision to get it, as it's going to save you both time and money, and it'll get you results big time. So yeah, I think this is your single best chance to make your SEO efforts pay off in a big way. And thanks again, John and Chris, you did an amazing job sharing this knowledge. Thanks again, and I really do recommend everyone just take action and you'll make this happen.
Thanks very much, Aaron. Yeah, and thanks everybody for attending. It's been an enjoyable call to be on, and hope you've got a lot from this, and hopefully see a few of you in the members area. Thanks then. Bye-bye.